Garlic mustard. This is a plant that is categorically invasive. In the first year of its growth, it produces leaves that are somewhat kidney shaped. And you can see they're coming up here very well through the stones. In the second year of growth, the leaves become more triangular. They grow opposite on the stem, and then producing seed pods to the flowers, which, because it's in the mustard family, flowers always have 4 petals. Now, this is a plant, as I mentioned, categorically is invasive. There's accumulating research that suggests it becomes less abundant and destructive over time, and in some cases, it might even be best just to leave it be. Yes, this plant definitely can be a menace. Its root produces noxious chemicals that kill symbiotic fungi that native species rely on, or some native species, not all. This is a plant that produces an abundance of glucosinolates, a family of sulfur-containing chemicals, and these are present in many mustards, including cabbage, and they generally have that pungent smell and sharp taste. They give horseradish its kick and make yellow mustard very spicy. Just check this out. Look how thick it is here. At least we have some wild phlox mixed in with it to add some color. Anyway, there is this professor, or a plant ecologist actually. His name is Bernd Blasi, if I'm pronouncing that right. He, as I mentioned, he's a plant ecologist at Cornell University. Now, he's done some research, he and his colleagues, and it shows that at more than a dozen plots throughout the Northeast and Midwest United States, garlic mustard has declined significantly in abundance over the course of recent years. In those places, there's actually a negative soil feedback happening, where soil microbes are accumulating that actually hurt the mustard. Lots of mosquitoes in here too. I hope I'm not jumping around too much. Just glad to know I can feed the mustard or the mosquito population while I'm out here. Anyways, the microbes likely feeding on the chemicals that the roots are actually excreting include something called glucosinolates. And if you leave this plant alone and let these microbes accumulate, it will eventually thin out, though it's unlikely to disappear completely. Oh, look at that. We got some stinging nettle in here. Nice. All right, back to the garlic mustard. So this plant ecologist, Blasi, his research indicates that we could actually be doing by far more harm by ripping this all out, by creating more of a disturbance, which potentially spreads the seeds, or the seeds that are actually in the ground, it will call them to germinate, therefore producing by far more plants. Apart from the negative that this plant seems to bring us, I believe there's by far more benefits than there are negatives as far as the garlic mustard goes. So this is a plant in which soil in which this plant grows benefits in terms of nutrients. It brings lots of nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, and a very good level of pH to the soil. And in fact, there's emerging science that indicates that this plant improves the soil quality, thereby helping plants that are around it. Leaves from this plant have been proven to significantly accelerate the decomposition of leaf litter from native trees, to further the nutrient cycle and nourish the soil. Now let's look at the benefits of eating this and using this possibly as medicine. Without a doubt, garlic mustard. It has high values of vitamin A and C. It contains linoleic acid, which on its own plays a very special role in the support of heart health. It contains oleic acid, which is found in olive oil. And this acid it presents modulatory effects in a wide physiological realm of functions for our body. Now, there's quite a few studies that seem to indicate that it also is highly beneficial with its effects against cancer, autoimmune and inflammation diseases. Lots of medicinal values. It's an anti-asthmatic, an antioxidant, antimicrobial, antiseptic, diaphoretic, and so much more. It's just powering through there, all through the broken branches. Oh yeah, something I forgot. It also contains glycolic acid. And this is a very, very common ingredient in skincare products. So products that actually contain glycolic acid can address pigmentation issues, including scarring, fine lines, and wrinkles. Now, I'm certainly not saying start eating this and it'll get rid of your wrinkles. I'm not saying that. But it certainly has a lot of benefits. In addition to a wealth of minerals, it also contains a significant level of omega-3. All parts of this plant are edible. The roots, and let me see if I can actually get the root out here. There we go. So this root is like a horseradish alternative. Tastes exactly like horseradish. And of course, all aerial parts, stem, leaves, flowers, and seed pods, taste like garlic. There's no reason to be using, or not to be using, all parts of this plant in order to benefit yourself in the kitchen. Makes it a great tasting pesto. On its own, it may be quite difficult to take the very strong taste, so you might want to neutralize it with parsley or basil. But without a doubt, if we ever had a food shortage in our grocery stores, you know where to come. There's no shortage of food out here. Thank you for watching. And thank you for your support. It is truly appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to get notifications for future videos. Thank you.